Loveland woman's push for change is getting national attention. More than 3 decades after the EPA added Fort Ord to its list of most contaminated places, the former Army training base is still being cleaned up. Tonight, WCPO 9 News reporter Keith Berry-Golick brings us the story of a local veteran who is leading the charge to help others who are sick.
I was sleeping a lot, and I was sleeping more and more and more.
After an abrupt end to her military career, Julie Akey needed something different back home.
Okay, let's go see the chickens. Hi, girls.
Something to take her mind off the cancer.
Speckles.
A rare cancer she believes stems from her time at an Army base in California.
I was diagnosed like 22 years younger than the average age. Makes no sense. And that's why I started to question it.
Questions that led back to her service.
I found that this base that I was on was heavily contaminated and was closed by the EPA. These are the water tests. It should be no higher than 0.5.
In 1990, the EPA placed Fort Ord on its Superfund list. The federal agency found major issues with groundwater contamination, soil contamination, and burn pits.
But yet no one told us.
And she isn't the only one who got sick.
I have kidney amyloidosis and I have Waldenstrom's macrobulimia. It's not curable.
Gary Sauer used to clean vehicles at the base.
There was always this odor, this caustic odor that was always in the air.
And like Akey, he drank water the EPA says was contaminated by leaking oil tanks buried underground.
There are more than just me out there. People that are far worse off than me, they need help.
After her diagnosis, Akey decided to take matters into her own hands. She created a database of vets who served at Fort Ord to track if they're sick and to see if there's a connection to their time at the base.
What Julie has done is just unbelievable in my mind.
Her database shows more cases of multiple myeloma, like Akey's, than breast and prostate cancer.
It's just viewed as collateral damage.
John Hacker used to test drinking water at Fort Ord. To this day, he's still appealing a benefit claim from 1982.
Do you have any doubt in your mind that your medical issues are linked to your military service?
No, not a single doubt.
For Akey, it took years for the VA to approve her benefit claim.
I was denied several times, 3 times, 4 times. I don't think it should be that hard. Veterans shouldn't have to work so hard to prove that the military caused them to be sick.
In 1996, the CDC concluded that there were no risks from exposure at Fort Ord. But now, after years of Akey's work, the CDC is taking another look at its own data to see if drinking the water there can cause cancer.
Every day I get messages from sick people. Here's one. He passed away suddenly in December after being diagnosed with multiple cancers.
How often are you getting messages?
Every day.
What is that like?
Oh, it might make me cry. I mean, every day people contact me. It's ridiculous. I shouldn't be crying. But it's tough because everyone is sick.
In Loveland, Keith Berry-Golick, WCPO 9 News.
We want you to know we have reached out to the VA multiple times for the story. We have not heard back. The CDC is expected to wrap its investigation into Fort Ord this spring, and it could have a huge impact on veterans like Akey.